and this offense is his and his alone. He runs the entire thing.
White to the air on first down. And
adjustment. Once the play is given to Brady White, he makes all the calls pre-snap, gets him out of bad plays into the right one. He's just a cerebral, sharp guy.
Against a three-man rush. Out of the backfield, that is Rodriguez Clark, taken down. Conference has opted out of this season. And he was more than just a running back. He was also a terrific receiver. So is this guy, DeMonte Coxey, who hauls it in.
Throw, but he give him a chance to make the adjustment. Really good backfield action, too, prior to the throw.
Incomplete.
And keep in mind, there's a 3-week head start on them for SMU. So it doesn't have to happen right away. Get yourself in rhythm and then start making some incremental improvements in terms of tempo.
High snap. The give is to Clark. Churning. And he picks up the first down. That's what he gives you.
Blocking scheme. And you're going to see him get up to the line of scrimmage here quickly. This is where the tempo comes into play.
White's got time. Down the seam, and he just missed. On the ground, flag is down. Marquavius.
It's been very, very strong in the offensive line.
White off play action over the middle in against North Texas a few weeks ago. A converted running back. That's what the position he played at UCLA. Up the middle, and that's Weaver, who is quarterbacks in this conference last year. Looking for 6 and incomplete.
Going to rely upon.
Has some new faces, some guys playing different positions this year. And there's Kylan Watkins, his first touch.
Official.
Number 2, you haven't even scratched your ceiling for what you're going to be yet.
Washington in motion. Out of the backfield, it's Watkins. Memphis exists, but Kylan Watkins can fill that role.
He can. I think he's got to be a little bit more physical in traffic, as we saw on those previous 2 attempts.
On 3rd and 7, 4-man rush, and it's knocked away by Manziel game. Didn't that change Nick Saban's way of thinking when it came to running offense?
Yeah, no question. I think it also changed his way of thinking when it came to playing defense. Yeah, they have.
2nd and 6 after a 4-yard completion. And Drake
line to gain for Memphis on offense.
Little 4-man twist by the Mustangs. White buying time, finds Clark. Made the first 2 defenders miss. Ford Stadium. 4th and 3. Memphis going for it from inside its own 35. And
team at practices, the hard thing is when you don't have a game to look forward to, you start to lose that mental focus.
Big hit.
Up a level of intensity, and you know, every week you have that light at the end of the tunnel. They haven't had a light at the end of the tunnel for almost a month, and now they're finally on the field, and you can see they're working off some of the rust.
White throws, it's juggled. Coxey makes the catch. And in SMU,
working out with your squad, with your strength and conditioning staff, and they're pushing you. I mean, they are pushing you. When you can't work out, and then when you try to, and you don't have anybody there pushing you, from a motivation standpoint, you're already probably not feeling great. You're frustrated. That is literally mapping out where people should sit on a bus, where they should sit on a plane, who's had COVID, who hasn't. All right, let's sit him around Brady White. We can be protected. We got to protect our quarterback. Big throw here.
And a first down. I'm buying dinner.
Somewhere Alabama.
Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
Flags down, incomplete.
Get back in this game, take back some of the momentum that SMU seems to have consumed in the first half so far.
Kylan Watkins.
Literally saying, okay, how do we get our best players on the field each week by making sure that we courting them all off in different types of pods. And that's what they're doing every single day just to give themselves a chance to get on the field.
On second down, they'll keep it on the ground again. And that's Asamoah. Big play early in this game with all the momentum on the side of the Mustangs. White standing in, pumps, throws off his back foot. It's caught by Austin.
Down and 3rd and 19. There's not a lot of calls in the playbook for that conversion. This could possibly be 4-down territory if you're Memphis on offense.
5-man rush. White hit as he throws it. It's intercepted by Crossley.
Weapons that he has around him, and just be smart with the football. It's going to be a heck of a football game tonight.
Auburn and Georgia tonight. Pistol look for Memphis. White throwing to the sideline, and it's Coxie as we check in with Chris.
Guys, you need to wake up and calm down.
On second down, Weaver close to the marker.
Pride is bruised, and SMU is averaging 11.3 yards per play.
There's Weaver, and he moves the chains.
Yeah, Chris, you know, it comes down to they're frustrated because they're giving up explosive plays. 70 yards, 85 yards, 40 yards, 35 yards, and that could just be deflating to your unit.
Clark picking up the blitz downfield. Dykes.
Not an ideal throw, but one I don't think you can short arm if you want to have a chance down the middle.
I saw the numbers there. 9 of 17 for Brady White. He led the conference in completion percentage last year. There's Dreek Clark barreling across midfield and finally thrown down.
7 points on the board. The clock's dwindling. Get your defense some rest. They're going to be okay if they just settle down.
Wide open Coxie.
Off the rust a little bit, but again, in the red area, they've got to capitalize. Red zone production has not been what it needs to be.
Dreek Clark makes a man miss, lowers his head, and he continues to.
Until they stop us.
White to throw. He's got Coxie.
A matchup that's been won so far by SMU on defense.
Coxie, one of the top receivers in the league.
So I think Memphis should have run the football there. Capitalize on the momentum that got you downfield.
White throwing. He's got Austin, and the All-American track star takes it in for 6.
Their side, plenty of time on the clock. They get the ball coming out of the locker room to start the 3rd quarter as well.
Dreek Clark across the 20, tackled by Trevor Denbo. Here's Kevin Cup. If the Aggies pull it off, it would be the first time Nick Saban has lost to one of his former assistants. Here's Austin, who had the Tigers 2 of 6 on 3rd down. Clark. He is built for 3rd and short and advances.
We got to add an extra body to the box, even if it's late. We're not holding up with just, 6 in the box, stopping the run.
Kylan Watkins into the secondary and beyond. Washington blocking for Watkins, throw it around the field with the best of them, but it's a running football team.
The head coach is an offensive line guy. That's going to be the core foundation of their football team. Always has been, always will be. Even going back to Justin Fuente when he was the head coach here, then to Mike Norvell and now Ryan Silverfield. And they are really having their way on the ground.
Downfield wide open and a Sean Dykes sighting. Touchdown Memphis.
There he is. Big number 5. Memphis loves having the 2.
Memphis with all 3 timeouts, less than 90 seconds to go in this first half. Tigers trail 24-3, and there is Coxey who gets out of bounds. 5 catches now for Coxey. He's been targeted 11 times. Clean pocket over the middle, broken up. Crossley.
And then sustaining drives with great balance and some explosive plays of their own.
Memphis does receive to begin the second half. Clark tackled near the net.
Advantage for the offense if you're dialed in with your 2-minute unit.
Coxey on the slant to have a veteran at quarterback. The 6th-year senior Brady White began his career at Arizona State. And I don't know what that was, but it's in. On 3rd down, and that is caught near midfield. It's Coxey again.
Looks back just at the last moment. Nice completion. Line to gain.
Downfield, intercepted. Denbo. And now SMU with 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts left. Wild finish to this first half. White on the run. He's got a first down and gets out of bounds.
Memphis did not come out with the same momentum to start the 3rd quarter that they went into the locker room with. They've got to get back on track here and sustain a drive.
Kylan Watkins, the running back, to start this drive. White moving the pocket, throws on the run, low throw. Watkins meets a sea of blue after a 2-yard gain.
Throwing it a nice blend of balance. And you look at the numbers, the rush yards on the ground, Memphis has the edge today.
Balance offensively has been a big part of Memphis's blueprint. There's Watkins in space. And he's going to be.
There's disposable in their playbook because they've been good on 1st and 2nd down.
Watkins one more time. Does he get the push? This will depend on the spot.
And a little bit more of their space guy.
And Watkins did pick up the first down. Asa Martin now into the game. Actually, it is Drake Clark, so he's back in. And Clark just finishes.
The 3rd quarter so far for Memphis.
Clark last year buried on the running back depth chart, even with Kenneth Gainwell's decision to opt out. He thought about transferring in the offseason, maybe going back home, decided to stick it out. And
on the offensive coordinator, let's see how far this guy can take you.
There's Clark again. He's got another first down. Kenny King, 100 yards rushing, something that hadn't been done since Latex Troy Edwards back in '97.
That's a long way back. Look at you going into the archives.
And there is one.
He has those gifts out of the backfield in the passing game that really scare defensive coordinators. You got to be aware of where he is at all times.
Mike Norvell told me last year he would be your top receiver. As Watkins
and Drake Clark on the field at the same time, so you got to respect the running possibilities inside and then the perimeter stuff with Watkins on the outside.
Could be 4-down territory here for Memphis. White stepping up, looking for Dykes, the tight end. And
oh, was he a great one, right?
Brady White in trouble. Has Sean Dykes again. He was quiet. Our viewers at home certainly are free to speculate all they want. Ivory in motion. Clark lowers. Martin and Clark in the backfield. Ivory motions. Asa Martin.
Sean Dykes, the big tight end. You're going to see him actually not in the game right now from a personnel perspective, but you've got the trips look here down at the bottom and the single to the top.
Coxey up top. White back back in the end zone. Touchdown, Taj Washington. The first touchdown of his career. They'll start inside their own 20. Drake Clark gets past McBride, bouncing to the outside, and finish.
If I'm Kevin Johns, the offensive coordinator at Memphis in the run game.
Now they follow that formula, and he picks up a couple. It was 14-14 at one point.
Right, at one point. Gee, Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. Who would have thunk it?
Austin motion, 2nd and 8. Kylan Watkins now. 3rd down coming up for Memphis. See, he's the hype man for this Memphis football team. Big jokester. Here's the blitz on 3rd and 6. White completes to Austin. 1st down across midfield. And
he has been really, really sharp ever since then.
Watkins met by McBride, he lost 5, so 2nd and 15 now. Pressure coming again. And how about Coxie? 5 of 6 in the 2nd half.
Fantastic.
Toss to Clark. Who else but Richard? Over in Dallas, 27-27. Memphis was down 24-3 at one point. They've rallied back. They've never led. Tigers with the ball, and Brady White is...
A good job of getting in 3rd and short, but that's not a good way to start off this series when you lost at 3.
Sean Dykes, the big tight end, in the slot. On the ground. Four-man pressure. White eluding the pursuit, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
White at quarterback handles this moment.
The 6th-year senior, one of the highest-rated quarterback recruits in a ballyhooed class. SMU bringing some heat on 1st down. White all over it, throws.
All of the decisions for the offense that are made going forward are all made by him. There's no looking back to the sideline.
And a lot of it you don't see. Like when he gets his team into run checks, which he might be doing right here. Downfield. Austin holds on! And now Memphis almost in field goal range. Their kicker hit from 56 today. Clark stumbling and driven back by Delano Robinson. SM
right now, because that man right there, Riley Patterson, hit a 55-yarder. We think he's good from 60.
6 field goals from 50+ for his career. Now 7 if you count today. White lost the football, and SMU. One last chance for Memphis. Over the middle, Dykes will lateral it back to Coxie. It hits the turf. SMU has it. They snap a 6-game losing streak to Memphis. And the Mustangs